My name is Kat, or a Fairy Librarian, and welcome to a new vlog. I'll just show you what I'm reading. First of all, I'm reading Cytonic, which is the third book in the Skyward series by Sanderson. I'm really enjoying this. It's very much a adventure novel. More than like the vibe of it feels more adventure book rather than like really sci-fi necessarily. But I am really enjoying it. And the other book that I'm reading is The Bone-Shard Emperor by Andrea Stewart, which is the second book in the Darling Empire series. I haven't read anything from this since the end of last vlog. I've read a little bit of this. What's really funny is that in both of them, we're now, like, the main character is now in a position where they've disappointed slash hurt slash upset someone who they care for deeply, and they're struggling with that. So it's funny that both of them left off in such a spot. But I'll read more of this week. I'm gonna try to finish at least one. I don't think two will be possible, but I'll go for at least one. I'm this far into both of them. So yeah, we'll see. This is the vlog. I don't have a lot to say yet, but I wanted to open the vlog because it's Thursday, so I'm actually starting this on time this time, which has not happened lately. And I wanted to do it now because I'm leaving for a concert a little bit. So I'll probably get a lot more read tomorrow because I don't have a ton of work left. I have some Play-Doh to do, but I could do that this weekend and just use tomorrow as reading because I don't have a lot of classes tomorrow. And then, like, on the train, I can always read a lot. So yeah, we'll see. Progress will be made on both of these. So yeah, this was the intro. I should stop rambling now. I'll talk to you when I have an update. Bye. Hi, it is now Sunday evening. It's been quite the weekend. I've been sick. You may still hear a bit of my voice, but I'm feeling a lot better. Just my voice is still this. But that does mean I have been able to read quite a lot of The Bone-Shard Emperor. Look how far I got. I'm so close to the ending. I have a little over 100 pages left, so I wanted to update before I reach the end. I don't want to make this update too long because I want to keep reading. I'm so hooked. Things are so tense, so page turnery. So I want to keep reading. I want to know what happens. Also, I'm on sprints now. Like, I'm not on screen on sprints, but Matt from Matt on Books is having sprints, and I'm joining in a chat. So I don't know that I'll be able to finish it tonight, but I'll definitely come very close. And I'll finish it tomorrow. But my thoughts on this, as I already said, it became quite page turnery, very compulsively readable, just like the first book. It started to become that somewhere around the halfway point. I felt like the first book became very compulsively readable earlier on. Um, but at this point, I'm really, really liking this. Um, I'm enjoying how parallel Lynn's and Thalia's perspectives run in certain aspects. Um, just like thematically and also in certain events that happen. Um, and certain character motivations. They're quite parallel. Um, I still like Nisong's POV. Like, I still think that she has a very interesting POV. It's still very disturbing. Um, but I'm sort of getting more emotions from her, and I think that those emotions also surprise her. Um, but yeah, it became a little more complicated with her. And while I like that she gets that depth to her, I also would have really enjoyed it if she just didn't have any emotions whatsoever for the entirety of the story. I would love to read a story like that. Um, I think that would be very interesting. But I'm liking Nisong's POV. Um, she's still there are some interesting reveals that also tie back to her POV, just like it did. Um, I don't know what I wanted to say. Um, just like it with Sans POV in the first book. That's what I wanted to say. Um, what else? I'm really, really loving Mephi and Thrana. They're great animal companions, especially Mephi. He's just the cutest. Um, I'm liking Lynn's POV a lot more than I did in the first book. Um, in book one, the sort of the driving force behind her POV was sort of the mystery of what is going on and just the memories and sort of like discovering what was in different rooms. And I feel like in this book, I don't know, in the first book I wanted to know these things, but I wasn't super intrigued about the mystery. I needed more. And I just felt like our POV wasn't really going a lot of places. And so this book has more of that. So I'm really liking that. I'm not loving the romance in this. I really don't think we needed it. Um, like certain thematic things tie into the romance that I get, but those also would have been able to achieve it with just a platonic relationship, which I would have preferred. Um, but I guess we need a romance in every single book. Um, as someone who likes reading romance, I don't need romance in every single book I read. Um, so yeah, I'm not loving that. Um, but other than that, I'm really liking this book. I'm really enjoying it. I'm a little sad that the third book got not the greatest reviews. Um, because I want the series to have a good ending because I'm really liking it so far. Um, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Um, but I'm having a good time with this. I'll read more of this tonight and I'll try to finish it tomorrow. Also tomorrow, this is not book related, but I'm just very excited about something. Someone I know is going to be defending his I can't think of the English word, like for his PhD, and I'm gonna go. I'm so excited about it. I'm not gonna understand a single thing that he's saying, but I am really excited.
So yeah, that's something I'm gonna do tomorrow. Um, so yeah. Um, but anyway, I will talk to you once I've finished this book because I'm so close. I'm not gonna update again throughout. Um, I haven't read any. No, I read a tiny bit of Cytonic on the train. I don't know if I have anything really to say about that. I guess I'll talk more in another update once I've read more of it. Um, so, see you later. Bye. Hi, it is Friday. Usually I don't make my vlogs until Friday. But I wanted to film my final clip once I finished The One-Chair Emperor, which I just did. Um, and I really like the ending. Um, it was so page turning in the end. Um, yeah, just the stakes were high. I really like. Sorry, I really like where it left off. Um, so where the I like the potential that it gives the third and final book in this series. I think that could be it's heading in an interesting direction. There were also some reveals at the end that I thought were really fun. Um, so I like those. Yeah, I just think that this is once again a very well done story. Um, compulsively readable again. I'm also really impressed with the how do I say this? So Lynn and Jovis um are both in first person. And usually I don't like it if a book is multi POV and we have multiple POVs that are both in first person because I find that really confusing. Um but not in this series. I think Andrea Stewart does an amazing job differentiating enough between the two so that it's never confusing, even if they're in the same spot. Because in the first book, they were in very different places and doing completely different things, and so it's easier to tell the difference, um, because like you can the events that are happening kind of give away whose POV it is you're in, even if you like forgot from the chapter heading because it says whose POV it is in. Um, but here they were together a lot of the time and they were doing the same thing, and even then it was never confusing whose POV I was in, which takes skill. And so yeah, I really like that. Um, yeah, I just really like this story. I liked the the animal companions and stuff. Um, I like the characters. So yeah, I'm thinking about like 4.5. Um, at the beginning, I it took me a little while to get into it, so that's why it's not giving me 5 stars. Um, but it's definitely a good story, and I really enjoyed it. So that's the One-Shot Emperor. Um, Cytonic. I'm probably gonna put it down for now. I'm about halfway. That's where I am. And it's not that I'm not enjoying it, it's just not the story that I'm currently feeling, that I'm currently in the mood for. And so I just, yeah, I think I'm gonna put it down for now. And then in 2024, probably read this again and finish off this series. Because it's a lot of fun, but it's not a favorite for me. So I think that is my update. I am gonna go to the library because I got an email that my hold for Spinning Silver came in, and I'll be returning these two. But that's the end of the vlog now. I'll only be getting Spinning Silver, so I don't know if a library haul would be very interesting once I get back. So I'm gonna end this vlog here. This is also going to be the last vlog of the year, because I have exams coming up, and that's just one less thing to worry about. So I'll be back somewhere in the new year. I have one wrap-up film that I still need to edit, so I might post that, and I might post other videos if I need a break from studying and I feel like filming or editing. But don't expect anything consistent. I just stopped filming for no reason. How rude. Middle of my sentence. What I was saying, don't expect anything consistent from me. Not that things have been very consistent lately, but I tried. But so yeah, this was a vlog. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again somewhere next year. Bye.